Chelsea 3, Luton 2. Chelsea win a game, but nothing is ever simple with this team. The substitutions from Pochettino flipped it around. The defenders stopped defending. The fullbacks thought, you know what, let's let Luton attack. Crossbar saves us. Petrovic is absolutely amazing today. And Chelsea get the 3 points, back-to-back victories for only the second time this year, right? That is absolutely mind-boggling. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. 60 minutes of positives, and then we have an absolute blastic by Luton. Luton bamboozled us and could have walked away 4-3, and this match review would have been completely different. So before we get started, you lot should be happy that we won back-to-back wins. It's the last video of 2023. I need a like button. 1,000 likes is what we're aiming for. Number 2, subscribe if you're new. This is Chelsea related content, all for you. We analyze the team, we talk about transfer rumors, and we talk about performances and uncomfortable conversations. Let's get into it. Let's start with the good. I think it's only right that we start with the good because we need some positivity in Chelsea Football Club at this moment in time. We are sitting 10th, but we've won. We're 8 points behind Spurs because that's what matters at this moment in time in this season, because we need to make that 5th place just in hope of making Champions League football. We're not going to get carried away because this team doesn't allow us to, but we need to talk about the good. The good, Cole Palmer is an amazing football player. Cole Palmer's performance today for 60 minutes was absolutely amazing. Cole Palmer's first goal came from Chelsea earning the right to play. When you go to places like Kenilworth Road, I always say this thing: earn the right to play. The first 10 minutes are integral, they're imperative. You need to earn the right to play on that pitch. They're pumped, their crowd is behind them, they have faith, and more importantly, they have belief. They think they can beat you. You need to shut them up. You need to tell them, look, you know we're tactically better than you. You know we're technically better than you. The one thing we need to do is make sure we're physically better than you. Because physicality in the Premier League, in my opinion, is very equal. All teams have, on average, the same level of fitness, the same level of strength, the same level of running abilities. You can mix and match that and find it around. It's the technical ability that separates, and the decision-making, the top teams from the bottom teams. That's what I always say. So if you're a little bit off, it makes a difference. We started so well. We tried to play out the back in the first 30 seconds, got punished. Since then, Petrovic said, nah, we're going long. Everything was going long to Broja. Broja was chesting it down, bringing others in. Broja had a great 15 minutes, and our goal came from what? A lovely little bit of play, and Cole Palmer plays the ball in behind for Nico Jackson, who was at the left wing position. Nico runs through. Broja, no movement. Broja is literally waiting for a cutback with 3 defenders in front of it. Jackson, tame left-footed effort, comes back. The defender tries to play out the back. Cole Palmer pressing intensely, wins the ball and absolutely blasts it into the right-hand side of the side netting. Phenomenal goal from Cole Palmer. Cole is a good football player, and we're lucky to have him. You know, I've always said I would have preferred to have Kudos over him. And even to this day, a couple days ago, I said, Kudos is a very good player. We really missed out. I'm not going to lie to you, maybe in the long term, Cole Palmer was the right acquisition, because what he's doing so far for us is what an experienced player would be doing in terms of numbers and assists. Very good production from him. I just can't wait to see him develop more. The second goal came from Chelsea stopped doing things that made them good in the first 20 minutes, where we were creating chance after chance. We allowed Luton back into the game, and it's very reminiscent of the season that we're having. We start very well for 20 minutes. We dominate the game, and then something flips, something changes, and we make it into a scrap. We make it into a battle. But the good thing was Luton didn't create anything. So we have the ball on the counter attack. We go forward, we camp them in a little bit, we're distributing the ball left to right. Cole Palmer switches it beautifully to the one and only Noni Madueke. Noni goes on his left foot, Noni goes on his right foot. Noni does that little thing that he does where he's absolutely jinkity-majinky, and he just smashes it into the top of the net. And you're like, well done, Noni. Because the reality is, that's the difference in quality. And this is what Pochettino's teams depend on. They depend on difference makers in the final third. He doesn't have automated phases of play where it's a cutback goal and every goal is going to be the same. His goals are, he gets you to the final third because you're defensively solid, you're structured. Not this year, by the way. We get there, and then your attackers do something special. And Noni done something special. And you know what? Noni got rewarded. I think Noni had a decent overall game, but there are elements of that we're going to talk about Noni's game that are really weak and are causing problems, and he's going to have to fix it if he wants to play for Chelsea Football Club in the long term. But his performance was very good in the first half, like everyone else's. Like, he really stood out. Another player that, in my opinion, done really well is Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson's assist. This is what I was talking about in yesterday's video and the one before that. Jackson's ability to receive the ball, roll a defender, run through, and then pass it forward is something that separates him from other strikers his age. Jackson set Cole Palmer through. Cole Palmer sat the keeper down, absolutely rolled his foot over it. Lovely slot. The goal of a Lionel Messi, a goal of an Eden Hazard, a goal of a Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, it's a goal that a world-class player does. I'm not saying Jermaine Palmer is world-class. I'm telling you Cole Palmer is an absolutely beautiful football player. And for me, he deserved the man of the match. He deserved the 2 goals, and he deserved the 1 assist. And Chelsea deserved the 3 points. But all in all, what I really thought was really impressive, and people are going to say man of the match is Cole Palmer, which I agree. I think Petrovic was close second. Petrovic made 1 or 2 unbelievable saves in this game from close range, where they absolutely camped us back. We are really lacking in height. We are lacking in authority, and he gives us that. Crosses were coming in, he was collecting. Crosses are coming in, he's saving. Crosses are coming in, he's just there. And what I'm going to say is, even though we're conceding goals, he is miles clear. And I mean it, miles clear of Sanchez. Yes, his kicking isn't the best, but guess what? He doesn't want to be a kicker. He gets the ball, go long. It's calm, we'll go long. Absolutely managed the game perfectly, didn't get booked, solid all-round performance from Petrovic. Where there is good in a 3-2 victory, there's a bad. And we need to talk about the bad and the downright ugly. And we're going to mix the segments together. The bad in this situation is we were absolutely poor from the 60th minute onwards. And one of the reasons was because we were absolutely getting doubled up on that fullback positions. Colwell and Gusto were left exposed. The fullback stopped tracking back. And I don't understand why. Whether it was Noni on one side or whether it was Jackson on the other side, they just decided, you know what, we're 3-0 up, it's done, game's done. Nah, bruv, the game is never done in the Premier League. They left Gusto and Colwell out to dry. 1-2s in behind, 1-2s in behind, 1-2s in behind. Every single time Chelsea got the ball, and what happened was, it was so evident, because we lost the midfield battle. And Barkley was getting the ball. Barkley was doing this FIFA street. Absolutely, just come get me, come get me. It's like that uncle. You know when you go to a barbecue, right, with your family, and there's that one uncle that's got a beer belly. He's a big guy, and he plays in his socks. He don't even play in his foot, like in shoes, because he takes his nice pairs of shoes off. He takes his loafers off, so he'll have like those ballet socks. And next thing you know, he's got quick feet, good movement, can't run, but good movement. He walks around and he's just better technically. And that was Ross Barkley. Ross Barkley was cooking our midfield. Absolutely cooking our midfield. There was zero control from the 60th minute onwards. Barkley was running the show, cooking our midfield, beat our press, 2-on-1, cross. Absolutely, the left-hand side was getting cooked. The right-hand side was getting cooked. You can't even pick on Gusto or Colwell. Both were getting cooked for the last 30 minutes. And what made it even more worse was Caicedo and Gallagher. I need you lot to step up. And I need more intensity from the front line. Those mistakes were coming because the front line and the midfield stopped playing the game. And the subs changed the game. And this is where the ugly comes in. The ugly was the game management from Mauricio Pochettino. Your team's 3-0 up, big man. Enzo coming on in a 10. Why is Enzo coming on in a 10? Like, what are you trying to achieve here? You put Enzo deeper. You go through a 4-3-3. You absolutely fill that midfield up and you retain the ball. Caicedo to Enzo. Caicedo to Enzo. We done this under Thomas Tuchel so well. We had Jorginho, Kovacic. Keep the ball amongst themselves, just knock it around, kill the game. We still were going forward, naive, a young side. Nkunku comes on up top instead of Broja. Why was the need to bring on an Nkunku in this game? Like, what was the desire? Nkunku comes on, I didn't even realize he was playing. He had a really poor game because we couldn't get him into the game. They had their sails up, they were attacking us. The in-game management from Pochettino was preposterous. He needs to improve on that. It's something that is a unique improvement goal. He needs to sit down this weekend and write down in his 2024 goal. Step 1, make better substitutions. I need to work on that. Maybe get a course, go on LinkedIn. There'll be something in there. Step 2, learn how to manage the game a little bit better. Maybe have a few more instructions. Tell your wingers to get deeper. Stop attacking as much. We need to learn to keep the ball. The ball is our friend, and we don't do it. But I'm not going to be negative about Pochettino. We won the game today. But what I think is very important to have and maintain is to have discourse about the good and the bad if you're having whether you're winning or losing. Because you can't just criticize when you're losing and then only praise when you're winning, because it's disingenuous. If there are negatives, you call out the negatives both ways. If there are positives, you give praise. And another thing, Broja had a very good 15 minutes, but other than that, Broja was very invisible. Like, Broja's going to have to lead the line. And this is the ugly truth. Jackson's going. We only have Broja. And if Broja doesn't get his shooting boots on, we are in big trouble. Because the expectations will be that Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, Mudryk, Nkunku and Sterling have to carry the load when our number 9 should be playing and scoring goals. Nico's going to be gone. I don't even want Broja to be only scoring. Maybe assist a few. Maybe a few more interactions in the game. Maybe a little bit more dangerous. And I feel like Broja is really coming through as an individual that is lacking at the moment. And he needs confidence and he needs game time. It's the only way he's going to fix it. And that's something he's going to get. Preston, Middlesbrough coming up. He's going to have to play a lot then. But this was the Kavkas View. I hope you lot enjoyed it. We got 3 points, back-to-back wins. It is very important now that we go on and beat Middlesbrough. And then we beat Fulham at home. Fulham at home is the sign of good things to come. This is the next half of the Premier League. We have won 3 of it. 3 points out of possible 3. That's how I'm looking at it now. We've got 1 of the 12 wins that are predicted from these 19 game span. Let's go make it 2. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day. Adios.